You know, I was watching this video probably maybe about 2 years ago about the Sons of Liberty, and these guys, I don't know if I agree with all of their views. The specific Sons of Liberty that I'm talking about, they call themselves the Sons of Liberty, these couple of guys. And I remember thinking, man, this is so crazy. These people are going to get killed. I mean, somebody's going to off these guys before they get their message out to too many people, you know? So, looking back, and I'm thinking about some of the videos that I've made, and I can't understand why I'm not dead, except for the fact that there's too many of us, and that's the bottom line. There are too many of us. So, what we need to do is make a lot more of us. And that's my mission in life, is to create at least another 100 of me before I go. Because 100 liberty-loving patriots protecting the lives of my children when I'm gone is something that will give me peace of mind. Now, when Ron Paul lost the election, everybody knows why he lost the election. It's because the mainstream media first ignored him and then they attacked him, but we didn't win. The reason why we didn't win is because we just did. You just can't convince 90% of the population of liberty and the Constitution. Most of these people don't even ever read the Constitution. You can't convince all of these people to come over to our side when the mainstream media is controlling 90% of the world's population. You've got 5 guys, ultimately 5 individuals, which control almost everything that the general public sees, reads, and hears. Now, I want to dispel a little fantasy that a lot of patriots have out there, and it's very easy to prove it by just going out and talking to people on the street. A majority of patriots out there, they don't have, they just sit around their house and they surf the internet, and they think that since they're listening to all these different liberty programs, that all these other people are listening to it too. But no, that's not the case. All these people are watching brainwashing. They're watching programming. And now with this new high definition TVs, it's been proven, if you look on cable, if you look on the internet, it's been proven that just a couple of searches on YouTube will show you that they've already had these cameras in the cable boxes. They've found cameras, little cameras, wanting to watch people in their living room boxes. That's obviously illegal. And these large corporations that are getting caught with this, the video is on there. It's red. They're getting caught red-handed, and they're not being brought to justice. What does that tell you? That tells you that the system itself is corrupt. The entire system, the entire corporate matrix. And that is your job as a patriot to tell other people about it. It's your job as a patriot to get out there and talk to people on the street and understand how many of people on your street. I know you know lots of people maybe on your email list or your Skype list or your YouTube account or subscribers and whatnot, but how many people on your street know what we're talking about with liberty and the Constitution and fundamental rights given to us by God? How many people on your street know about this? I'm betting it's probably 5%, depending on how big your street is, meaning that you're the only one. If there's 20 houses on your street. So I just want to get a little bit of reality check, and you know, Alex Jones has everybody, oh, we're making ground, you know, this and that. No, we're not making any ground unless you get out and talk to people. You listening to all this stuff, reading all this stuff, watching the videos, doing all this research, it's not going to save the world. It's not going to. You getting out and teaching other people who have learned, which public school indoctrinated out of them, that is what's going to save our world. I'm on my way down to Rockford, Illinois. I have my straw man lives there in a little mailbox. I moved him out of state because I figured the best way to handle this is to have my straw man live at a completely separate address in a completely different state. If you don't know what the straw man is, the straw man is a nifty little term that they used in order to make people think that that's dumb and they don't want to research it. Now, you hear all kinds of rumors on the internet about people going to jail for doing accepted for value. That's untrue. Show me somebody that's gone to jail for doing accepted for value. If you're not listening to PyreRadio.com, you're not hearing about all this stuff that all of our members are learning about on PyreBang, and they're educating other people about. And these are the keys to, ultimately, these are the keys to your liberty. Money is not the key to your liberty. And let me tell you something else about money, okay? Now, money is created by one of the 12 Federal Reserve banks. They're private institutions, and they loan these dollars to our Treasury Department. Now, let's say some senator comes along and he wants $1 billion, $10 billion for some sort of pork project that he's working on and wants to pocket some of the money. Got to get in your Club Med in there as well. Now, say he goes to the Treasury and he says, we need $10 billion. Treasury says, we don't have $10 billion. You lowered taxes. We don't tax anyone. We don't have any money in the Treasury. Not that I'm advocating taxing anybody. So the Treasury goes to the Federal Reserve and says, we need $10 billion. Federal Reserve says, no problem. We've got a ream of paper here. We've got a couple of cases of paper here. We can put them on the presses and we'll print up the... Now, think about this. How much do those cases of paper cost? And that will hopefully enrage you. And then they give it to the Treasury, and the Treasury trades Treasury bonds for that. And I got about 2 minutes left here, so... The Treasury bonds are backed by your birth certificate. If you were a U.S. citizen, now I'm an American national, I'm no longer a U.S. citizen. If you're a U.S. citizen, you're on the hook for the debt. You were bondaged into it by your birth certificate. It was wrapped around your ankle when you were a little baby. When you were a couple hours old, you were an American national, and then they made you a U.S. citizen against your will because you were crying and everything else. Now, if I'm here and there's only $1, I'm going to create $1. There's only $1 on the entire planet. I'm the only one that can create money. I loan you $1. Now I say to you, pay me back $1.25. How do you do it? Now you can't do it. You can't do it. I'm the one that creates money. If you go and create $1.25, I'm going to throw you in jail for counterfeiting. Right? So that's what the interest is. The interest is a perpetual debt system. It is on purpose. It is supposed to put you into debt. Anybody out there that's looking for money, they're on the wrong, you're on the wrong. If you're looking for money because you want freedom and liberty, that's why you're looking for money. Money will not get you freedom and liberty. And let's say one thing to clear up this thing about money. Money, the money you use, these dollars, they are notes of debt. You are paying for stuff with debt that's going to be placed on your grandchildren. That's how you're paying for stuff when you're paid with dollars. Your signature is money. Your signature is the credit. Your signature on a bank loan is what transfers the money from your Treasury deposit account to your checking account. The bank gives you nothing of value and then charges you forever for 30 years, 3 times what the house is worth. So I hope I gave you a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of stuff that I learned. And thanks for watching.